Hey Fuly, it's Kevin O'Neill. Just wanted to make this quick video as I promised to show you the differences and the facts about mobile optimized websites. So this is a version, it's a mobile emulator that gives me a feel for what your website looks like on, and this is what it looks like on my Android. This is one of your websites. You know what? I think this is the mysplit.com, but anyhow, you get the idea here. In order to see the site, what I have to do is I have to scroll down and I have to go to the left and to the right, and as I scroll I can't see everything. So I have to like zoom in with my fingers, and I have to pinch, and I have to scroll and zoom back out and go through all that hassle. Usually the links are really small, and you have to kind of fiddle around with your finger and try to hit the little link down here with your finger, but you hit the wrong one, and may not seem like a big deal, but statistically speaking, consumers these days are doing so much more of their searching on their mobile phones, and it really does make a big difference. So this gives you a feel for what I'm talking about when I say zooming, pinching, scrolling, and all of that stuff. And you're going to see the stats, okay, about how it's impacting you in just a moment. Let me show you the website design that we've mocked up. Now, please, if there's any typos or any mistakes or anything that you see that's not quite perfectly right, remember I did this very quickly for you as a mock-up, but it's also pretty thorough. So we can change any of this if you don't like the colors, if you want different photos. Like I think I pulled this photo from your first website just because it had the right headline, high quality ductless mini split air conditioner, where the current website, the call to action isn't quite there, or at least the header. I didn't see an easy picture to pull. We can turn this into whatever you want. If you need me to edit the graphics, whatever. So you can see that this is really simple. Everything lines up in one column, and that's the beauty of this. The buttons are big and they're fat, so I can hit them with my fingers. And I'm going to rotate this really quickly and show you that it looks the same. If I rotate the phone, it still realigns perfectly. Okay, it's readable. The text and the font, I could make this a little bit bigger if I wanted to, but it's readable. I don't have to squint or pinch or zoom or do anything to read the information that's on the site. Okay? So in essence, I tried to grab whatever I could off of that home page. Also, this Call Us button automatically dials the phone number when someone clicks it with their finger, which is really cool, instead of having to type it in. Okay? And I put that Call Us button right up at the top as well, so that if I were to click on that button, it would actually forward us over and begin to make the phone call. Okay, so let me show you what these little drop downs are. You had quite a few pages on here. Okay, so if I click on the 9000 BTU, what you'll see is it's got the explanation of what's going on. And again, I didn't spend a whole lot of time doing this in regards to, I could put a different header up here that says click here for 9000 BTU options. I could put that right up here. But you can see if you click the drop down, you have 9000 BTU, and then you have all the versions, the Aircon, the Senville, the Climair, etc. So as it goes on down, you can see that there's a full menu on every one of these that's on your current site. Really easy to navigate. I don't have to scroll and pinch and do all those things. If I click on the 12,000 BTU, I get the basic information there as well for 12,000 BTUs. Again, this menu is right here, very simple, and that's kind of in a nutshell how simple this website is to navigate. And let me show you now, instead of me redoing a brand new presentation in regards to the statistics, if it's all right with you, I'm going to show you a presentation I did for another business owner in the restaurant segment. Now, the only thing that's really different here is the fact that I show some Google stats on traffic for how many people search for restaurants in Boca Raton. That's where the restaurant was. So that one little piece, I'm sure you know the numbers on how many people are searching the internet because you had some SEO work done. And so I'm sure you know how many people are visiting your site. That's why it's also important for you to have a mobile optimized website, because the last time I looked a while back, you were ranking, and so people were going to your site, and when you see these stats, it's going to blow you away at how many people just bail out when you have to pinch and zoom and scroll. Okay, so it's costing you business right now, statistically speaking. It just is. The other part of this is we go in and actually create a, for example, if you're, let's see, I'm trying to remember the name, paylessminisplit.com, we would actually create a m.paylessminisplit.com so that Google would actually see that you had a mobile optimized version. And whenever someone comes to the regular site, the Payless, we would put a script in there for you that would just automatically convert that to the mobile version. We also, by the way, I didn't put this in here necessarily, but at the bottom I can always put a link that says look at the, view this in the desktop version, so anyone can always switch over. I forgot to put that in this mocked up version. So hopefully this makes sense, and then go ahead and look at these statistics, and when you're done, give me a call. My cell phone number, I live in Boca Raton. My cell phone number is still my Maryland cell phone number. It's 301-748-4046. And like I said, we do have a special going on the pricing on this. It's kind of a no-brainer. One additional unit that you sell, I'm sure, would more than pay for this site. So pretty much a no-brainer here, my friend. Give me a ring, and we'll talk soon. Again, take a look at these facts and statistics.